Yesterday I told you all about how my son, he's autistic, and he has a tendency to be like randomly, oddly specific. One time he came up to me and said, "I've never lived in Chicago." I know. I gave birth to you. I've raised you. We've lived in New Hampshire our whole lives. One day my husband and I asked him what he wanted for Christmas, and he told us that he wanted a woman-shaped guitar. He's a drummer now, so I guess it's on brand. When he was about 5, I used to read him like storybooks, every night before bed. And one night I said, "Okay, what book do you want to read next?" And he said, "The Paper." One time I had to run and confiscate my kid's phone to find out who he was talking to or what he was doing, 'cause all I heard was him describing himself as a romantic space guy. My son and I used to always wear matching outfits with suspenders, and any time his suspender came undone, he'd say, "Would you buckle my seatbelt, please?" One time I asked my kid if he had to go to the bathroom. He says to me, "I will in 7 minutes." One time when my kid was little, I blew him a kiss. He looked at me confused and wanted to know why I did that. I explained to him it's like you're blowing a kiss to somebody. He did not like that. The thought of actually blowing a kiss into a physical mass out into the air to somebody else was just, it didn't make sense. He doesn't like it. When my kid was 4 years old, I asked him how old he was, and he told me, "I'm 42. My son actually has a great sense of humor, but sarcasm, sometimes he struggles understanding it. One day, I was trying to teach him how to be sarcastic or understand sarcasm. So I said, "Okay, it's your turn." And he said, "Where's my mom?" I'm like, "I'm right here." And he starts like cracking up, and I'm like, "No, that's not how." Now that I think about, one time I says to him, "I'm gonna run to the Dollar General." He says, "Get me a strudel." He doesn't eat strudels at all, so this was an odd request. Another time I told him that I was going to Dunkin' Donuts. I asked him if he wanted anything, and he said, "Yes, I'd like all the muffins in town, please."